going on, everybody? Today I have a table full of tape measures. As I said, I would have a comparison video. The wind's blowing like crazy, so I hope it's not going to make too much noise. If so, I guess I might have to remake this. Here's a majority of the tape measures I have around the house. There's a few of them I couldn't quite put my hands on. I don't know where they're at. Maybe one or two of them got lost in the work truck. And I was waiting on two others to come in the mail, but one of them was a metric only tape measure. I figured I'd show just for those people that use only metric stuff, but the other one hadn't shown up either. Not sure if it has something to do with this coronavirus or if there's some other issue with the company itself. But here I have a pile of tape measures. All right, so the quality is gonna suck right here. See if I turn this around. Yeah, I'm not satisfied with that either. Alright, so right here I have the Crescent shock force lufkin. This is the same exact tape measure right here. Just that one I put some paint on so no one would steal it. This one's been at the house. The original clip that comes on it is trash. It's really short. It doesn't go all the way down your belt loop. Not really worth much, so I had the other Milwaukee tape measure that broke, and I put the clip from it on here, and it's great. Milwaukee makes a great tape measure clip. Now their tape measure, I don't know, but anyway, so this clip on this tape measure, it feels good. It goes on your belt well. It feels good in the hand. I had messaged Crescent and messaged Lufkin to try to figure out if this was like a partnership or if they were part of the same company, this, that, and the other, and I received no response. And I reached out again about something else and received no response. And then I got a response saying that they were sorry they hadn't got to me, you know, wanting to know what it was I wanted. And then I explained it again and received no response again. So I'll go ahead and say Crescent and Lufkin, or if they're the same people, their customer service is trash. But anyway, so these two tape measures you can find at Lowe's and a few other places, you know, different places that carry Crescent tools. Used to be I can't think of that. Sears, I think, used to carry them, but Sears went out of business here, so I'm not sure if y'all have one. But anyway, you can find them online. Sometime you'll see one by itself in a pack for 25, 30 bucks. And then around Christmas time they had the double pack for 30 bucks. So it's quite confusing how you can sell one for 30 or two for 30. And it's the same thing, but anyway. And then the ones that didn't sell for Christmas hung around, and then they went down to $15 for two. And then I seen someone post on Instagram $4 for two of them. And I said, okay, well, $4, $2 a tape measure, let me check them out. Well, I went ahead and looked around, couldn't find them for $4, but I found them for $8. So I paid $8 for two of them, which isn't bad, $4 a tape measure. And we'll get to the reason why it's probably $4 a tape measure in a minute. But so I paid $4 a piece. I asked what this hole was for. I didn't know if it was something like a lanyard, you know, or what exactly it was. I received no response, and someone else informed me, and I came across a deep hole marker. I'll show in another video, or later on I'll go grab it if this doesn't go on too long. And hopefully you guys can hear me with all this wind blowing, because I'll probably have to remake this 10-minute video, 15-minute video. But anyway, so this hole right here, you extend the tape measure out, say 5 inches, lock it. And then this is supposed to be 3 inches. You put your scribe or deep hole marker in this hole and hook this onto something, and then you can draw a circle, which I've tried a few times. I went out to 4, added the 3, so that's 7. I should have a 14-inch circle, drew it, and come out with 13.5 and 14 3/4, and I'm not quite sure how that works out. I mean, they say this is 3 inches, but this hole is not on the edge, so I'm guessing it's not completely 3 inches. But there was no instructions or explanation on how exactly to use that. It was a cool feature, just not well executed, I guess, or not well explained. So anywho, we'll get back to them in a minute. We got the old tried and true Pittsburgh here. Harbor Freight special. I think they sell them for like $2-3 bucks. You get them for free when you buy stuff. Plain Jane, nothing special, cheap trash. Throw that on the ground for now. We'll come back to it. Got this cobalt magnetic tip, 16 foot. Got this nice little grip on the back. And I'm really aggravated with this lighting. I guess because it's kind of cloudy out today. But if any of you guys want a better look at something, I could take pictures or make another video inside. This one's really neon, really easy to see. It's a fairly good tape measure. It's got the 2 magnetic round tips on it. It's got a pretty deep clip. So all in all, it's fairly decent. This is a couple years old. They've got newer models that are a little more sophisticated and fancy, but Kobalt makes pretty good products. I like their tools. Tape measure's all right. Right here I have the keson. This thing right here is solid. You know, I don't know, this one looks metal, but it's really light. And this one's plastic, but it's heavy. It's solid. It's got a really nice wide tape to it. It's curved really well so it won't bend. This one here has some spunk. I pull this one out and it mosey on's back, you know. This $30 tape measure. This one here got a turbo engine in it. I don't know, it's got some power, it comes back, but it's real nice. It's got really good rubber on the back of it. I dropped it 2 or 3 times. There's a little spot right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I dropped it, scuffed it up, but it keeps on ticking. It locks really well. Don't play when you lock it. The clip is somewhat similar to that other clip. You know, I don't really care for it too much. It is a little bit deeper the way it's made, so it's all right. But for a budget price, you know, 12, 15 bucks, between 10 and 15 bucks, what you gonna say? Now, if you pay 30 bucks, I would expect a clip like this, but you get a little $5 tape measure clip with a $30 tape measure. Anywho, all in all, this is a really good tape measure. It's got a lot of rivets down in the end over here, keeping this tip pretty solid. It gives like it's supposed to, but it's not gonna fall off on you. Nice wide tape, good retraction on that keson. Good company. You check them out if you need a long tape measure. They got some real long ones. And they got this little one as well, little 6-footer. And I just found this other one right here just for comparison. I don't even know what brand this is. It doesn't have a brand, but it's got this button right here. You pull it out, push the button, it stays locked. It's cool. Don't know what it is, but it's been hanging on a keychain by the house. This one's pretty cool as well. Keep that in your car door. You know, if you go to Lowe's or something, forget a big tape measure and you need to measure something quickly, you got one. Or for small jobs, keep it on your keychain. Pretty cool. It locks as well. So they got a little something for everybody, small and big. Keson, check them out. So I've got this Milwaukee. I had the 25-foot you guys may have seen that I had trouble with, that I jacked this clip off of because the tape measure was trash. I had 3 of them, same exact one. Every one of them was trash. This is an older model that I had about 1.5 years ago, I guess. And this one was better. but this is an auto lock. As you can see here, auto lock. But I pull the tape out and it doesn't lock. And I was like, what the hell? So I pull it out and I push the button, and the button doesn't stop it. So the button is supposed to lock by itself, and then when you hit the button, it's supposed to pull in because it's an auto lock. So you pull it out, it locks. So I pull it out, lean it forward, pull it out, lean it back. It doesn't do anything. Nothing whatsoever. So all in all, it feels decent. It's small. It's 16 foot as well, compact. It's got the easy read on it for the fellas that say 10 inches and 3 little lines. But auto lock doesn't even do what it says. So that's another point off from Milwaukee on that. All the 16 foots are kind of small. That's a bright little tape though. Komelon. Spent the longest time thinking that was chameleon until I actually read it. Komelon. I think these come in a double pack. Might be why I have 2. Double pack for like 20 bucks, I believe, or something like that. 20, 25. It's got the easy read on those as well. Does not have a tape on the back, just plain Jane, easy read in the front. I mean, slow rolling compared to this bad boy. But anywho, it retracts. $10 tape measure retracts better than the $30 tape measure. So these are pretty good. They're rugged. Got a really big rubber casing all around them. Good stuff. Kind of choochie right here. They kind of separate a little bit. One of them was anyway. I don't know which one. Yeah, this one. But all in all, for the price and all that, what you expect. Here's an older one that I have. I had this one a couple years, 3 years, 2 years. This one says self-lock as well. And it locks. You push the button, it comes back. Damn. Auto lock. Nothing. Self-lock. But as you can tell, the end of this tape measure has seen many better days. It's like wow. So the tape quality itself is really thin, and that's probably why I've had it so many years and it's not been used very much since then, because when you try to use it, it wants to twist and stuff. So, but it still locks. It says auto lock and it still locks. As you can tell, this one's taking one hell of a beating. It may have something to do with why it's all twisted. But this one was like 10-15 bucks too. I think you buy this at Walmart or Lowe's maybe. It's alright, you know, if you're playing around. But in the group right here, the 2 most rugged ones, I would have to say, are the Keson one right here and this lufkin. I mean, this thing is heavy, it's sturdy, it's got a lot of rubber, it's got these metal bars on the front, but the performance is just poor. Once you get past 3 foot, it doesn't retract on its own, and I'm not pushing the button. You know, if you stay within 3 foot, okay, yeah, it's gonna come back. But what happens if you measure something 20 foot across the room, and I'm just gonna go out to 6, and there's no, if I lean it all the way backwards, straight up in the air, it'll come back. But once you go 25 foot out and it hits the ground, it's not standing back up. So for $30, I would not waste my money on this tape measure. It has the coolest feature with this whole drawing, you know, idea they have. But like I said, there's no literature explaining exactly what measurement you have to draw that circle a certain size. So that renders it useless. It's got a lanyard hole. I guess you got to buy your own lanyard for 30 bucks. They ought to give you that, but I don't use that anyway. The tape measure itself, though, it looks really cool. The coloring on it, I think that's what got me. It has the stand-up backside to it, which is cool as well. And that one won't come back past 3 foot. I can get this other one, came in the same pack, you know, I can get it out further and it'll still kind of come back. Maybe. Maybe it's because I painted the front of it right here. Maybe that's why it won't come back. I don't know. But this tape measure with this clip feels really great. But the functionality of the actual tape and of their added features is kind of useless. So if I were to see this for $30 for one or two, I wouldn't buy it. Maybe 2 of them for $15, I'd go in again. They look cool, but they problematic. This one right here, like I said, it's really wide. It doesn't have the back markings. I think they do have 1 or 2 with the back markings. I'll have to look into that. But it retracts really great. Makes a good measurement. And this gripper as well. I mean, it's reliable. I've had no problems with them. I've had both of them for a while. And as far as the Milwaukee tapes go, like I've said before, the 25-foot ones I've tried are trash. This little one is trash. Milwaukee doesn't make a good tape measure. They make a good tape measure clip, but the tape measure is trash. Their razor knives, their snips, you know, different screwdrivers and hand tools, they're great. You know, Milwaukee makes good tools, but their tape measures, I don't know. I'd prefer a Milwaukee tape measure over a DeWalt tape measure or the infamous Stanley Fat Max, because as I've described already, when I let me put this back on a tripod. Everybody recommends the Fat Max. People I work with have the Fat Max. I've tried the Fat Max. When I try to grab the tip on a Fat Max, it pushes up and I can't grab it. This one, I can grab all day. This one is huge. I can grab all day. This one, I can grab all day. This one, I can grab all day. So none of these tape measures, I don't think, have that issue. This one's kind of shallow. But when I pass my hand on the bottom, well, I just grab the whole bag in. When I pass my hand on the bottom, I have no problem grabbing the tape. I could have sworn I had one. No, not even this one. So none of these have that problem, but DeWalt, the Stanley, not all the Stanleys, but the Stanley Fat Max and a few other ones, they've got a lot of play up in the top, and the actual clip moves up. So when you grab it off your hip and you go to grab it, it like pushes up and just slips out your hand. I don't know. Other people have agreed with me. Someone else says, oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, then I guess you'll never know. But anyway, so I'm not a fan of the Stanley Fat Max. But I have a few other tapes that I cannot find at the moment, and I have 2 others on the way. So when they come, maybe I'll make another video, since this one is going on extremely long, showing a few other things. And I forgot about this guy I threw earlier. It wouldn't be right if I wouldn't bring out the old duck hammer on him. We gotta test them, right, and make sure they're solid. Uh-oh. Maybe 1 or 2 hits, he'd have been all right. I was hoping I could have beat the hell out of it and showed you guys it's still going, but I don't think she's going no more. Oh well, folks. She gone. Corona got her. But anywho, appreciate you guys checking it out. Sorry it was a very long video, and hopefully this will help you guys decide, you know, if you want any of these tape measures. And I'll be back with some other tapes later on. Appreciate everybody checking it out. Hope you guys like the video if you like it. And y'all take it easy. See you on the next one.